You step into your bathroom, minding your own business, getting ready to brush your teeth, when suddenly your eyes lock onto something horrifying on the shower wall. A giant, grotesque bug. Your worst nightmare comes to life. You start screaming, "Fook!" on blood, curdling screams, and your husband comes running in only to burst out laughing. Because it wasn't a bug at all. It was revenge. Petty, brilliantly executed, completely deserved revenge. If you've ever been on the receiving end of a partner's passive-aggressive genius, or if you secretly love those moments when someone's harmless neglect comes back to haunt them in the most hilarious way possible, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive into one of the funniest, most justified bathroom battles you'll hear today. Let me paint you a picture of my life. Without my glasses, I'm basically living in an impressionist painting. Everything's just shapes and colors. I can tell you there's something over there, but what it is, your guess is as good as mine. I navigate my world through context clues, distinctive colors, and sheer optimism that I'm not about to walk into a wall. Nowhere is this more evident than in my shower routine. I don't wear my glasses in the shower because, water and glasses don't exactly mix. So I've developed this system. The transparent bottle, that's shampoo. The pink one, conditioner. The blue bottle with the pump, body wash. It's foolproof. I've got it down to a science. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of my color-coded organizational genius. But here's where things get complicated. We have a cat. His name is Carly, and he's this gorgeous long-haired creature who, for reasons I'll never fully understand, absolutely loves taking showers with me. I'm not talking about him sitting on the bathroom counter watching me like a little furry supervisor. No, this cat literally gets in the shower with the water running. He's either the most adventurous feline on the planet or completely insane. Jury's still out. Now, combine my shoulder-length hair with Kylie's luxurious locks, and you've got a recipe for one seriously hairy shower drain. Like, we're talking enough hair to knit a sweater. Maybe 2 sweaters. The problem? I can't see it. Remember the whole impressionist painting vision situation? Yeah, the drain is just a dark spot on the shower floor to me. I know it exists conceptually, but I can't actually see when it's getting clogged with hair. My husband, however, has 20/20 vision, perfect eyesight. He can see every single strand of hair circling that drain like it's auditioning for a horror movie. And boy, does he have opinions about it. This became our household cycle, a predictable pattern that played out every couple of weeks like clockwork. Husband would finish his shower, and I'd hear this long, dramatic sigh from the bathroom. Then he'd emerge, holding what looked like a small animal made entirely of wet hair, dangling it between 2 fingers like it was evidence in a murder trial. "Look at this," he'd say, his voice dripping with that special blend of exasperation and accusation that only comes from cohabitation. This was completely blocking the drain. AGAN. The water was backing up. We're going to flood the bathroom one of these days. And then Carly and I would deploy our secret weapon, the sad eyes. I'd look up at him with my best puppy dog expression. Carly would meow pathetically from his spot on the couch, and we'd both silently communicate our deep, sincere regret. "Well, do better?" I'd promise, my voice small and apologetic. "I'll try to remember to check the drain." Husband would sigh again, toss the hair monstrosity in the trash, and we'd all move on with our lives. Until 2 weeks later, when the exact same scene would play out again. Here's the thing, it wasn't that I didn't want to help with this particular chore. I'm not lazy, and I'm not trying to dump all the gross tasks on him. It's just that the solution isn't as intuitive as it might seem. You can't see the drain from outside the shower. You have to actually step inside, get down on your hands and knees, and peer at the floor. And since I shower without my glasses, because again, water, by the time I'm in there, I literally cannot see what needs cleaning. As for Carly, well, he's a cat. He doesn't care about drain maintenance. We're just lucky he tolerates us living in his house at all, honestly. For now, anyway. Cats are fickle creatures. So this cycle continued for months. Hair accumulates, husband extracts it with dramatic flair, Carly and I look contrite, everyone moves on. A perfectly functional, if slightly annoying, marital routine. I was getting ready for bed, standing at the bathroom sink in my pajamas, toothbrush in hand. And critically, importantly, fatefully, I was wearing my glasses. I hadn't showered yet, so I could actually see clearly. I squeezed some toothpaste onto my brush, and as I brought it to my mouth, my eyes casually swept across the bathroom. On the shower wall, about chest height, was the biggest, most horrifying bug I had ever seen in my entire life. Let me be clear about something: I have a phobia of bugs. Not a casual dislike, not a mild preference for bugs to be outside rather than inside. A full-blown heart-racing, palm-sweating fight or flight response phobia. And this thing was dark, sprawling, with what looked like multiple legs spreading out in every direction. My brain short-circuited. Every rational thought evacuated my head, and pure primal panic took over. Why was there a giant bug in my shower? How long had it been there? Had I showered with this monstrosity watching me? Where were the cats? Aren't cats supposed to hunt bugs? Why weren't they doing their job? And most importantly, my toothbrush clattered into the sink. I felt my chest tighten, my breathing quicken. And then, before I even realized I was doing it, I screamed. Not a little yelp, not a startled gasp. A full-throated horror movie victim. Somebody is definitely being murdered as Sliam. I heard footsteps bounding down the hallway, and my husband burst through the bathroom door, his eyes wide with alarm. What? What's wrong? Are you hurt? I pointed a shaking finger at the shower wall, unable to form words. You're just making these pathetic squeaking sounds while gesturing frantically at the nightmare creature invading our bathroom. My husband's face went through the most remarkable transformation. Alarm shifted to confusion. Confusion melted into recognition, and recognition blossomed into pure, unfiltered amusement. He started laughing, not a polite chuckle, a full belly laugh, the kind that makes your shoulders shake and tears form in the corners of your eyes. Look again, he managed to say between gasps of laughter. I forced myself to look back at the shower wall, my heart still hammering in my chest. And then I saw it, really saw it. It wasn't a bug, it was a hairball. Massive, wet, strategically placed hairball that he had clearly extracted from the drain and then deliberately stuck to the shower wall at exactly eye level. Eye level. Where I couldn't possibly miss it. The payoff sweet, justified revenge. Since you can't see the drain, my husband explained, still grinning like the absolute menace he is. I figured I'd put the hair somewhere you could see it. As a little reminder. I stood there, my adrenaline still pumping, my hands still shaking. My toothbrush abandoned in the sink, staring at this wet clump of hair that had just taken 10 years off my life. I didn't think you'd mistake it for a bug, he continued, clearly fighting back more laughter. But honestly, I don't feel bad about it at all. Not even a little bit. And here's the thing, I couldn't even be mad. Well, I could be a little mad. He had just terrified me to my core, after all. My heart was still trying to escape through my ribcage. But underneath the residual panic, underneath the embarrassment of having screamed bloody murder over a hairball, I felt something else. Because this was genius. Petty, yes. Slightly mean, absolutely. But also completely, totally, 100% deserved. He'd been dealing with that drain for months while Carly and I played the sad eyes card and did absolutely nothing to change our behavior. He'd asked nicely. He'd shown us the evidence. He'd explained the problem multiple times. And we just kept shedding all over that drain like it was our job. So he adapted. He found a solution that worked with my visual limitations. He taught me a lesson I wouldn't forget. And he did it in the most hilariously passive-aggressive way possible. What an asshole. My asshole, but still. That hairball stayed on the shower wall for exactly 3 minutes before I scraped it off and flushed it down the toilet, shuddering the entire time. But the memory, that's permanent, seared into my brain forever, along with the phantom sensation of thinking there was a giant bug inches away from where I shower every day. And you know what? Mission accomplished. Because now, every single time I shower, even without my glasses, I remember that hairball bug incident. and I make a conscious effort to run my foot over the drain, feeling for any buildup of hair and extracting it before it becomes a problem. Carly still doesn't help, of course. He's a cat. But at least I'm doing my part now. My husband occasionally brings it up, usually when he wants to win an argument or just needs a good laugh. Remember when you screamed because you thought that hairball was a bug? And I have to admit, from the outside, it is pretty funny. Terrifying in the moment, but funny in retrospect. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate or cruel. Sometimes it's just perfectly calibrated to teach someone a lesson they desperately needed to learn. My husband could have kept nagging, kept sighing dramatically, kept pulling hair out of that drain until the end of time. Instead, he got creative. And honestly, I respect the hustle, even if it did take years of my life. So what do you think? Was my husband a genius or just cruel? Have you ever pulled off the perfect petty revenge on someone you love? Drop your stories in the comments. I want to hear about every passive-aggressive masterpiece you've witnessed or executed. And if this story made you laugh, hit that like button, subscribe for more Reddit revenge tales that'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and I'll see you in the next one. Sweet dreams, and remember, always check your shower walls.